Your sweetheart already has your heart, but they still want to meet you in secret. Don't move, my dear youngster. Remain precisely where you are. This is not your typical message. Heaven has been waiting for you to get this revelation. The atmosphere has already changed around you. The person who can't stop thinking about you has been whispering your name and the signs have been lining up. Someone's heart beats differently every time they think of your name. They've been keeping a secret that keeps them up at night. This individual has been preparing to meet you in private, away from the commotion and the eyes that could assess the intensity of their emotions. This covert meeting was predetermined long before you even met, declares Archangel Michael. The fact that their hearts are already split is what makes this encounter so intense and emotionally charged. It's not about coincidence, it's about divine timing. You sense it, don't you? When you suddenly think about them, you get that weird feeling of heaviness. When their energy silently meets yours, an inexplicable chill goes down your spine. Heaven is telling you this now because you should be able to glimpse their true emotions behind the curtain. To receive a blessing, sparkles type Amen. There are 333 sparkles. They've had a storm inside of them. Like a flame pulled to its mirror, one aspect of my child's soul is irrevocably drawn to you. The opposite side is bound by an unreleasing past. They pretend to be in control as they go about their daily lives, but behind closed doors, their emotions are falling apart. This is the reason for their unusual enthusiasm lately. You may see them approach, then abruptly move away. Heaven can hear the tremor in their voice when they mention your name, even though they claim to be okay. Their heart knows where it belongs, but fear keeps it stuck in hesitation, which is why their world is whirling. My dear, you were never supposed to pursue them. Your relationship was always meant to pull rather than push. The bond between your souls was blessed by divine intention, but it's being tested by interference and confusion, explains Archangel Michael. Because of this, the angels are shifting things behind the scenes, rearranging people, delaying conversations, and even making silence sacred at the moment because heaven is watching to see who will have the courage to follow the truth of love without hiding behind pride. 444 sparkles type Amen to receive blessings. It's not lust, it's not obsession, it's longing mixed with guilt wrapped in divine confusion. They want to meet you to say the words they've been afraid to say. A place has already been chosen. At night, they stare at their phone, typing your name and then deleting it again. Their chest tightens when they see your image or hear your voice in memory. Heaven has designated that place for truth, but the person's reluctance is turning the divine plan into a battlefield of emotions. Archangel Michael claims that they are being confronted by truth in unexpected ways. That quiet spot where they once imagined being honest keeps showing up in their dreams. The same light, the same timing, the same subtle smell of rain. The angels refer to their love for you as the soul pole, the sacred ache that unites two destinies, even though their current reality is disintegrating piece by piece. Someone nearby is starting to notice their emotional absence, the distance in their eyes, and the way their soul seems to wander elsewhere. You were not just another chapter in their story, no matter how far apart they drifted. You were the divine turning point, the shift heaven used to awaken them. Sparkles type Amen to receive blessings. 555 sparkles. But be careful, my child. Not everyone who appears to be an ally around them wants this meeting to occur. There are whispers, jealous eyes, and energies that feed on confusion. Someone close to them is afraid of losing control, and they have been sowing doubts in your soulmate's heart through quiet manipulation, subtle words, and a seed of fear masquerading as advice. Heaven is now revealing this interference. Every secret goal is being revealed. The same person who smiles when your name is mentioned is secretly hoping the meeting is cancelled. However, human interference cannot stop divine order. It can only be postponed for purification. You have probably recently experienced moments of unexpected sadness or anxiety, when you were unable to explain why your chest felt heavy or your thoughts wandered in their direction. This is their energy reaching out to you, silently pleading for clarity. You, my dear child, are being guided to stay composed and grounded. Your strength is not in chasing, rather, it is, clears throat, in letting the truth unfold naturally without losing yourself to expectation. They are spiritually pleading with you without using words. The angels are watching both of you now, seeing who will rise with faith and who will crumble under fear. Sparkles type Amen to receive blessings. 666. Sparkles. This person's heart is torn not because they don't love you, but because they are afraid of losing what they know. Their spirit tells them to run to them, but their mind tells them to stay safe. Heaven refers to this as the divine conflict of awakening, the agonizing moment when a soul realizes that circumstances cannot contain love. Sometimes they are on the verge of reaching out, their finger is hovering over the send button, their heart is racing, and just as they are about to express everything, something stops them, a sudden thought, a knock on the door, a fear of rejection, all of which disrupt the flow of heaven. At that point, Archangel Michael steps in and whispers strength into your energy so you don't give up on what you have written. You've been experiencing waves of their energy, my darling. It's not your imagination. Every unexplained pulse of emotion you experience is the tether of destiny pulling between, clears throat, you too. You've been experiencing the pain of another person's silence because your heart continues to communicate across distance. One day, your phone will suddenly and unexpectedly light up or you will receive a familiar message. It won't be dramatic, it will be calm and almost ordinary, but it will contain everything they've been holding back. Sparkles type Amen to receive blessings. 777 Sparkles. When that time comes, don't react with disbelief or rage. They'll confess that they've been living in confusion, that they thought walking away would bring them peace, but instead it created emptiness. The angels want you to listen, not to pass judgment. This meeting isn't meant to resurrect old pain, rather, it's meant to reveal closure and truth. Whether it leads to reunion or release, it will free your heart from waiting. Archangel Michael says, you've gone through enough emotional storms to deserve clarity. No matter what they tried, every path led back to you. That is not coincidence. It's divine rerouting. Heaven will no longer allow you to be tricked. The truth that will answer all of the unanswered questions your heart has been holding inside will be revealed next. But you have to stay still until that time comes. Avoid chasing indicators. Let the indications pursue you. Avoid trying to get closure. Allow closure to find its way to your soul. This is the mechanism of divine equilibrium. It gives you back what is rightfully yours at the appropriate moment rather than when your heart demands it. Sparkles style. Amen. To receive a blessing. It is 888. Sparkles. They are currently on the verge of making a choice that has the potential to alter both of your life. Their spirits are being spoken courage by the angels. They are being reminded of the comfort they could never find elsewhere, the warmth they experienced in your company, and the serenity in your voice. Heaven is playing those recollections in their hearts like an unstoppable movie. Conversely, you are being led into silence. Right now, you should be concentrating on your alignment rather than their absence. Because they will easily find the way back when your soul shines brighter. Through divine resonance, energy attracts rather than pursues. The person who previously questioned your love will at last comprehend what it's like to lose something important. Until they make the correct decision, their world will start to fade. And it won't be due of your pleading when they do arrive. It will be as a result of a command from above. You are more than simply their affection. You are their heavenly test, their mirror, and their awakening. Even if their hearts are currently broken, it is precisely this fracture that will lead them to the reality they have been avoiding. To receive a blessing, Sparkles type Amen. 999 Sparkles. Every night you've sobbed in silence has been counted, every moment of confusion has been rewritten into divine alignment, and what you believed to be rejection was actually redirection, preparing you for a love purified by truth, not convenience, says Archangel Michael. Heaven is not punishing you, my darling, rather, it is shielding you from an early union. The meeting they have planned won't take place until their hearts are clear because the angels won't allow you to bear their unresolved pain once more. They must choose love based on truth rather than guilt. When you do meet, it will seem unreal. You'll know it's divinely timed and not forced when the air becomes silent, your eyes meet, and you stop for a second time. Until then, walk gracefully, speak softly to yourself, and avoid reliving old memories with resentment. Every pain, every distance, and every unanswered message will make sense in that moment. Heaven is creating a moment that will serve as a reminder that love, when divinely written, clears throat, can never truly be lost, it can only be postponed for transformation. Sparkles type Amen to receive blessings. 111 Sparkles. The angels are drawing near, rearranging paths, clearing obstacles, and preparing hearts for the truth. You'll know the secret meeting is coming when you sense a change, an unexpected sign, a dream that seems too real, or a sudden arrival that replaces confusion. Be prepared rather than desperate, calm rather than impatient, because love won't knock like thunder when it finally arrives, rather, it will arrive like light breaking through the clouds. Heaven has already chosen the time, Archangel Michael explains, and you'll realize in that moment that every silent prayer was heard, every tear was collected, and every delay was divine. Remain composed, remain anchored, and have faith that what is intended for you cannot be taken or replaced. True love is favored by the cosmos. Even if your soulmate's heart is currently broken, it will soon mend, awaken, and be prepared to stand with you rather than behind you. And on that day, after the longest night, peace will at last descend upon your spirit like dawn sunlight. You can give special gratitude by contributing up to $20 if you want to show your support even further. My dear, the sky has already started to react to your alignment, glowing star. You might have noticed that some objects have begun to disappear. Outdated habits, exhausting individuals, and deceptive promises. It's preparation, not devastation. This next encounter is not typical, thus the divine realm is paving the way for you. The time to perfection is sacred. Despite appearing silent, your sweetheart is going through a spiritual upheaval. Their heart is heavy with memories of you, their thoughts are confused, and their sleep is disturbed. They continue to feel your warmth in brief moments of silence, see reflections of your face in strangers, and hear echoes of your laughter in unexpected places. Heaven reconciles a broken heart in this way. No phone calls, no texts, just heavenly reminders that love cannot be buried. In an attempt to control something that was never meant to be controlled, their spirit has been battling against divine timing. However, heaven never loses a conflict that is predetermined. According to Archangel Michael, their resistance is disintegrating. Divine authority is now silencing every disagreement, hesitation, and outside voice that tries to stop them. Until they confront what they have been avoiding, heaven is pressing against their chest. To receive a blessing, you sparkle and type Amen. There are 222 sparkles. In the meantime, your spirit is becoming lighter, clearer, and stronger. You may not be aware of it, but the angels have been refining your light and enhancing your energy so that you will stand in truth rather than suffering at this reunion. The person they left behind is no longer you. You've ascended. You've changed. They broke loudly, but you healed in silence. They are going to learn that the individual they previously attempted to replace cannot be replaced. No matter what they tried, new acquaintances, diversions, routines, nothing could take up the place you held in their hearts. It's not a fixation. The tying is amazing. The kind of bond that is flexible but never breaks. There is more to the gathering they are now organizing than just curiosity. It's an admission. The weight of longing and remorse is causing their spirit to tremble. The forgiveness their spirit longs for can only be found in your eyes, so they must see you once again. However, the angels are cautioning them, saying, "You are being prepared for purity, not confusion, and your patience is the last test before manifestation. Come clean or stay away." This time no half-truths will survive in divine energy. Heaven has closed the door on false unions. Sparkles type Amen. To receive blessing. 333, Sparkles. At this moment, the vibration of destiny is changing. Your name is carried into their dreams by the moonlight, your presence lingers in the wind when they walk alone, and even random words and music bring back memories they have tried to forget. This isn't a coincidence, the universe is rewriting the frequency of truth into their path. In public, they may pretend to be strong and have moved on, but the angels laugh quietly, knowing that love will always find a way back through fear, distance, and silence when heaven so chooses. Their strength is crumbling, and soon their mask will come off. Archangel Michael is at your side during this quiet time. He prepares your aura for reunion and protects you from false energy. His wings encircle your heart so that no manipulation can disturb your tranquility once more. You are being lifted into alignment with what is genuine rather than forced. As soon as this meeting takes place, you will experience an overwhelming calm, and the cacophony in your mind will subside. Heaven will stop the chaos long enough for two souls to remember why they were meant to be together. Sparkles type Amen to receive blessings. 444 Sparkles. However, this meeting won't be simple. The truth they bring will hurt before it heals, and they will admit that their fear caused them to prioritize comfort over connection. You will finally understand why they changed, why they ghosted, and why their energy shifted overnight. However, heaven doesn't bring pain to break you, rather, it brings pain to free you. Their tears will fall like offerings rather than manipulations. They will reveal that someone influenced their choices by feeding lies into their spirit. This encounter is intended to balance karma. Words that should have been said years ago will be spoken, emotions that were buried too deep will surface, and peace will settle on your soul like sunlight after endless rain. At last, they will realize that you were never the issue, rather, you were the mirror reflecting the truth they refused to see. Pardon, but remember the lesson, says Archangel Michael. The universe does not permit repetition of unhealed patterns. Sparkles type. Amen. To get blessing. 555, Sparkles. The days leading up to this meeting will feel strange. You may feel unusually emotional, even nostalgic, without knowing why. Love is returning, but this time it must stand on truth. You might see 1111 or 333 flashing on clocks, random songs repeating messages of reunion, or dreams of them standing close to light. These are not hallucinations, they are confirmations. They are also receiving signs. Their car radio may play your song at random. Or strangers may happen to mention your name. Heaven has put reminders everywhere so they can no longer avoid the truth. My child, when they do speak, listen with courage. Don't let their suffering pull you back. You have outgrown the version of yourself that begs to be seen. Now you are the one being pursued by destiny. These are divine nudges urging them to face what is unfinished. The angels will tell you in a matter of seconds whether or not their hearts are ready. If they return with truth, heaven will bless your union in ways you never could have imagined. Your silence has more power than words ever could. Let them demonstrate their transformation. Let actions speak where words used to fail. If your love returns, still bound to confusion, heaven will swiftly reroute you. You won't have to fight, cry, or chase anymore. Your love will move with divine favor, opening new paths of abundance, peace, and purpose. You'll realize that every delay, every heartbreak, and every lonely night was leading to this awakening. What's meant for you will find you, even if it's delayed by human fear, says Archangel Michael. The door will softly close and another will open, one that carries the energy of true peace. Either way, you win. You're not falling behind. You are exactly on the heavenly timetable. Victory is being written over everything that seemed lost. Remain rooted in thankfulness. Be kind to others instead of yourself. You are not waiting, so keep your energies pure. You're getting ready for heavenly alignment. This chapter will conclude with light sparkles as the angels complete the tale. To receive a blessing, type Amen. 777 gleams. My darling, you are about to embark on a new phase in which reality takes the place of delusion. The person whose heart was split is being forced to make an unavoidable decision. Heaven will no longer permit them to live in falsehood. The pole is too heavenly, and the light is too powerful. You'll sense it when the moment arrives and their eyes finally meet yours. The silence and the change will convey everything. Words can't. You'll be able to tell right away if they were healed or only somewhat motivated. Before heaven speaks, the answer will be whispered in your spirit. You don't have to worry about where, when, or how. The divine coordinates are predetermined. Your heartbeat is in sync with the clock of fate. You are getting closer to that encounter with each moment you spend in faith. You'll grin when that occurs. You believed heaven long enough to witness the truth, not because they came back. The most crucial time is in the hours leading up to the scheduled meeting. This is the moment, my darling, when the type of energy that approaches you is determined by your frequency. Heaven is removing any obstacles that have attempted to obstruct your blessing, including distractions, counterfeit goods, and hidden challenges.